then put your arms wherever you feel comfortable today. So maybe they're up over your head next to your ears and you're kind of grounding down through your arms. Maybe you tuck them back at your sides. Maybe you stack your hands and rest your forehead on your hands. Just sort of doing whatever feels best for you today. And then right away, we'll start to invite the breathing into the lowest part of your belly. So as you inhale, think about breathing in through the nose, allowing the belly to expand outward into your mat. And as you exhale, releasing the breath through your mouth, just slightly open, feeling the navel draw in towards the spine. And then just continue to breathe in that way. We'll just do a 1-to-1 breath. So equal counts, inhaling and exhaling. Allowing the belly to expand as you breathe in, taking a new perspective on the day. And as you exhale, releasing the breath through your mouth, slightly open. Letting go of any worries, frustrations, anxieties that you might be feeling from the day or from the week. And just let yourself be here on your mat. Taking this brief amount of time out of your day for self-care. So hopefully allowing yourself to be able to approach the rest of your day from maybe a new mindset or a place of openness, peace, or kindness. So as you continue to breathe deeply, go ahead and set an intention for your practice today. Something you'd like to focus on. Bring that intention into your heart, breathing deeply into it. And we'll take one more cleansing breath. So inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. On your next in-breath, making your way up to tabletop. Bringing the hands just a little bit closer to your knees. We'll start to cycle through cat and cow. So on an inhale, drop the belly, look forward, tailbone up. Exhale, tuck and round, press away. Maybe slightly move your hips from side to side as you come into cat. We'll do about 5 or 6 cycles just like that. So at your own pace, inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat. Eyes opened or closed, just begin to link movement and breath together. Let yourself come into your body and into the space today. Just paying attention to how your spine feels, how the back body feels, noticing the subtle engagement of the belly as you press into cat. And then if it's available to you, we'll inhale to cow, exhale to cat, and then hover your knees for super cat. And just continue flowing with the breath. Inhale to cow, exhale to cat, hover the knees, big C shape with the spine, super cat. So we'll do about 5 cycles like that. I invite you just to pay attention to the abdominal activation as you round your back a little bit more. Even if you don't hover your knees, even if they don't come off your mat, I want you to just think about them coming off your mat and that engagement of the belly as you do that. So maybe 2 more cycles at your own pace. Allowing the chin to come down to the chest as you round your back. And we'll come back to a neutral spine and tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders this time. Knees under the hips. Go ahead and send your left leg back and your right arm forward, floating your palm up. Your foot can be off the mat, or you can keep those toes on the mat, whatever feels best for you. Think about reaching heel to fingertips here. Back is flat, parallel to the mat. On an exhale, curl to center. Once again, C-shaping the spine. Inhale, lengthening heel to fingertips. So keeping that back foot flexed. Exhale, round, curl everything in. Inhale, lengthen, still spine in neutral here, belly to the spine. Exhale, curl to center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release to tabletop. Good, we'll do the same thing on the second side. So this time, right leg back, left palm floats. Belly is in. Really think about slightly tucking the tailbone under as you draw the navel in. Flexing the foot on your lifted leg. As you exhale, curl to center, rounding the back. Inhale, lengthen, heel to fingertips. Back is parallel to the mat. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen and hold. Back parallel to the mat, belly in. Relax your face. And then exhale, release to tabletop. Go ahead and walk your hands a little bit more forward and come into plank from the knees. So as you do this, be mindful to not let your hips sag down. So you really want to maintain that shoulder in line with elbow position here where your back is in. We're going to move through a modified vinyasa series from here. So releasing halfway to chaturanga, or that low push-up position, just pause briefly here. So notice your alignment, your core position, your arms tucked at your sides. Release to your tummy. Inhale, lift your chest up, baby cobra. Think about gliding the mat back underneath your hands. And then exhale, child's pose. So we'll do that again. Inhale, come to plank from the knees, belly in, really focusing in on that navel to the spine activation. Lower halfway chaturanga and pause, tucking your elbows in. Release to your tummy, inhale, float your chest up, glide the mat back. Shoulder blades pull together. Exhale, child's pose. Send your sit bones all the way back, or puppy pose. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, plank from the knees. Just focusing in on drawing the belly into the spine. Noticing that core alignment here. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Notice what your arms are doing. Release to your tummy. Inhale, float your chest up. Baby cobra. Exhale, child's pose or puppy pose. Good, last time, inhale, plank from the knees, belly in. Exhale, chaturanga, pause. Release to your tummy, inhale, float your chest. Baby cobra, draw the mat back. Exhale this time, downward facing dog. Sit bones lift up and back. But go ahead and just pedal out the feet. Maybe a cleansing breath might feel good here. So when we move through that vinyasa series today, really just focusing in on alignment. So belly drawing into the spine, noticing the activation in your midsection, noticing the activation around your shoulder girdles. So take a little bit of time here in downward facing dog. Just kind of feeling length in the back of the legs and the spine. Kind of doing what feels good for your body here by pedaling out the feet. And then eventually bringing your feet back in so they're about hips distance apart. Really pressing through your hands and feet. So grounding down, separating your fingers, feeling the ground through your palms and your feet, keeping your head and neck in line with the spine. On an inhale, send your left leg up, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, you're gonna bring your left knee to your right elbow, round your back. Inhale, send it high, three-legged dog. Exhale, this time, left elbow. Left knee, left elbow, cat back. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, big round in the spine, knee to nose. Cat back. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, set that leg downward facing dog. Inhale to plank pose. Shoulders over your hands. Set your knees down on your mat. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Pause here. Release to your tummy. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ground through your hands and feet. Use the length of your mat. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale to the left elbow, cat back. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale to the right elbow, cat back. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, round your back. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, set it down, downward facing dog. Good, pause and breathe. Notice how you feel. Notice the activation around that front body. Inhale, shift the shoulders over your hands, plank pose. This time from your toes or your knees, lower halfway, chaturanga, and pause. Press back to plank from your toes or your knees. Good, this time halfway, chaturanga. Release to your tummy, inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're always welcome to come back to child's pose or puppy pose or any other resting pose of your choice. Looking forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. And just pause and fold. Grabbing opposite elbows here, just allowing the upper body to sway gently from side to side or toes to heels. Feeling the length in the back of the neck and the back body, bending your knees generously. And then dangling your fingertips down for the floor. Go ahead and toe heel your feet out so they're the width of your mat. Heels can be slightly off the mat, toes can be in, so a wider leg forward fold position, reaching in the direction of the ankles. If your hands are on your shins, that's perfectly fine. Little bit of weight shift from toes to heels here. Feel some length in the hamstrings and the back. Good, as it's available to you, lift up halfway to a flat back. So if you have a prop or a block, you can bring that just in front of you. If you don't, you could use a chair. You can also just bring your hands to your shins, but you're coming up to that flat back position, shifting your weight a little bit further back towards your heels, reaching through the tailbone. And then as you exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Good, inhale, come up flat back again. Reach through the tail, top of the head is forward. Exhale, round and fold. This time, left hand to the right shin or ankle. Reach the right arm up, looking at your right hand with your eyes. Nice, gentle twist. One more inhale. As you exhale, release to forward fold. Bend your knees as you need to. Right hand to the left leg or ankle. Reach the left arm up. Follow it with your eyes. Nice, gentle twist. Pause and breathe. Exhale, release, forward fold. Toe heel those feet back in so they're hips distance apart. Come up to a flat back. Belly in, top of the head forward. Exhale, round and fold. Take your time, press through your feet. Come all the way up. Pedal out those feet as you need to. Deep breath in, reach the arms up over the head. Firm your glutes, take a little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, again, inhale, sweep up, firm your glutes, little back bend, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, again, inhale, reaching up, little back bend. Come back to a neutral spine here. Take your right hand, grab onto your left wrist, side stretch to the right. Tuck your chin slightly and gaze down in the direction of your right foot. Inhale, reach back up, center, switch your grip. Exhale, side stretch to the left, gaze down at your left foot, tuck your chin slightly. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, release your arms down. Come to mountain pose, feet about fist distance apart. Again, drawing your belly in towards the spine, pulling your shoulder blades in and down. Continue to notice that activation in the lowest part of your belly. Inhale, sweep up, little back bend. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, leading with your heart. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press through your feet, come all the way up, look up, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart, linking movement and breath. Inhale, sweep up, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold, lead with your heart. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, look up, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, sun salutation A. Inhale, sweep up, little back bend. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank and pause. From your toes or your knees, we'll take one chaturanga push-up. So lower halfway, think about belly into the spine, press back to plank. All about alignment today. As you exhale, vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, any back bend here, baby cobra, cobra, up dog. Exhale, navel to the spine, downward facing dog, hips high. Cleansing breath, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Looking forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, belly in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Look up, little back bend. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank, pause. Notice your alignment, belly in. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Arms at the sides, press back to plank. From your toes or your knees, halfway again, chaturanga. Inhale, any back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Looking forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, lead with the heart. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank, pause, belly in. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Press back to plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, any back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, 2 cleansing breaths. Pause and breathe. Good, inhale, right leg high. 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, cat back. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it forward, come up to warrior 2. Pivot your back heel down. Check your knee over ankle alignment on your front leg. Good, turn the palms up, opening the chest and shoulders. Back foot is open, front toes are towards the front edge of your mat. Good, pause and breathe. Exhale, reverse warrior. Nice and light on your back hand, opening the right side body. Good, pause and breathe, keeping that bend in your front knee. As you exhale, half moon. Shift your weight onto your front leg. Float your left leg and your left arm up. Additional challenge is turning your gaze to the left hand or the left wall. Pause and breathe. Lifted foot is flexed. Release is reverse warrior. We're going to do it one more time. So keep that bend into your front knee. Light on your back hand. Breathe in. Exhale, half moon. Shift the weight to your front foot. Back foot is up if you want. Left hand reaches around for the right hip crease. Open the left side of the chest. Left foot is flexed. Pause and breathe. Good. Release that lifted leg all the way back. Come to high lunge. If you're not able to come up on the ball of your back foot, just set your heel down. Nice and easy hip flexor stretch here. Good. Press the palms forward. Round out the mid-back. Drop the chin. So slight tuck in the tailbone here. Press the front of that left hip forward. You want to feel a stretch in that left hip flexor area. Good. Sweep the arms up. Good. Exhale. Press the palms forward. Round out the mid-back. Drop the chin. Good. Inhale. Reach both arms up. Exhale. Hands all the way down to the mat. Step it back to plank pose. Good. Belly in, lower halfway, chaturanga. Press back to plank. Good. Your vinyasa, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, any back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips high, ground through your hands and feet. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, cat back. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it forward, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Sweep the arms up, bend into your front knee. Knee tracks over the ankle on that front leg. Good, inhale, turn the palms up. Opening the chest and shoulders, maintaining that knee over ankle alignment. Exhale, keep the bend in your front knee, reverse warrior. Opening that left side body. Pause and breathe. Maintain the bend in your front knee. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Half moon. Shift your weight onto your front leg. Back foot floats up. Gaze is down or turn it to the right. Lifted foot is flexed. Extend through the heel. Good. Gracefully release. Reverse warrior. Bend your front knee. Pause and breathe. One more time. Exhale, half moon. Partial bind if you'd like. Right hand towards the left hip crease. Lifted foot is flexed. Open the right side of the chest. So tucking that shoulder blade towards your back, towards your spine. Good. Gracefully release. High lunge or warrior 1. Sweep the arms up. Back knee is straight. Good. Exhale, interlace your hands on top of the sacrum, pull down and back, open the chest and shoulders, lifting your chin. Pressing the front of that right hip forward, pause and breathe. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back to plank pose. Lower halfway, chaturanga, belly in, press back to plank. Your vinyasa series, or skip it and press back to down dog. Once in down dog, release to child's or puppy pose. Notice how you feel. Check in with yourself. What was that intention that you created for your practice today? Take a moment of gratitude for your body. and what you're able to do. So we're going to do a little bit of arm balance today. I know it's everyone's favorite. It's good to challenge yourselves with new things or things that maybe you don't do that often. So from child's or puppy pose, I want you to slowly make your way back to hands and knees or tabletop. You're going to tuck your toes under and kind of crouch at the back edge of your mat. So we're going to practice our chaturanga arms with a little bit of arm balance today for crow or crow prep. So even if you don't practice crow, you can still play with just arm position and sort of weight shift forward. So we're going to take our hands and spread our fingers nice and wide to create a good stable base. You're going to find that cat back just like you've been practicing throughout this class today. So up on the balls of your feet, you're going to create that shelf with your arms like you do for chaturanga. Pull your belly in and just set your knees just above your elbows. So this is your crow prep. Belly is in. This might be where you stay. As you do this, I want you to think about engaging through the abdominal muscles. So belly is in, and then you're going to look in the direction of the top edge of your mat as you start to move your center of mass towards your fingertips. That's going to be your crow prep. And as you do that, I want you to continue to draw your navel into the spine. If you practice crow, you're going to do the same thing. Belly is in, spine is rounded, looking towards the top edge of your mat. But you're going to continue shifting your weight towards your fingertips until your toes float up, keeping that nice rounding in your spine. So practice that a couple of times, and release is child's or puppy pose. So a couple of things to keep in mind. Looking forward towards the top edge of your mat, looking way past the front of your hands or the fingertips, and maintaining that nice round cat back shape. So once you've had enough of that, you can release to child's or puppy pose. Cleansing breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. One more time, inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. And go ahead and come up to a seated position at the middle part of your mat. We're going to do a little bit of lengthening through the back of the legs this time. So take your right leg out at about 45 degrees. Bring your left foot to the inner thigh. So you're going to square your shoulders towards your right foot. We'll take seated head to knee pose. So breathe in to lengthen through the spine, and then as you exhale, you'll hinge over that leg, reaching in the direction of your shin or your ankle. Breathing into the left or the right hamstring. Once in this pose, if you're feeling some length in the back of the legs, you can point and flex your foot or rotate that entire leg. Good. From here, bring your trunk back up. Take your right leg, drop it to this, or your right arm, drop it to the center. Reach your left arm up and over in the direction of that extended leg. Side stretch. Good. Slowly come out of it, come back to center, and then one more time in the direction of your right foot. Good. Come back to center, breathe in, exhale, slowly release down. That right leg that's at the 45-degree angle, I want you to send it straight in front of you. Take your left leg and you're going to cross it over. So you're kind of hugging that left knee in towards your chest. Sit up nice and tall. With your left foot on the mat, you're going to hug that left knee towards your chest, and then turn and rotate to the left. Spine is lengthened. So we're not kind of slouching and collapsed over that leg, but inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to rotate. keeping your right foot flexed. Good. As you exhale, slowly release out of it. That bent leg now is going to come to the inner thigh or the hip crease. So half lotus, opening into the hip and knee on your left leg. So if that's not available to you, just bring your foot to your thigh. If this feels like a good stretch, do your best to relax the hip and knee here. And you could even hinge forward slightly for a little bit more hamstring stretch and hip opener. If that's not available to you, don't worry about it. Good. Come back to center, release, soles of the feet together, seated bound angle pose. So knees are out to the side. You can draw your heels in, sit up nice and tall, and let your knees fall out to the side. Pause and breathe. This might be enough of a stretch for you. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can walk your hands forward, create a little bit of rounding in the spine. Continue letting the knees drop out to the side. Good. Slowly walking your hands back up if you came forward. This time we'll take the left leg extended out at 45 degrees. Bring the right foot to the inner thigh. Square your shoulders to face your left foot. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, hinge towards that foot, reaching in the direction of your shin or ankle, seated head to knee pose. And then any modifications or options that you did on side one, you could take here as well. So rotating the leg or pointing and flexing the foot, whatever feels good for your body today. And then slowly coming out of it, reaching that right arm up and over, side stretch to the left. Still pulling your toes back on that left foot. Coming back to center, sitting tall, and then one more time, exhale, side stretch. Deep breath in, come back to center. As you exhale, slowly release that arm down. Go ahead and take that left leg, send it back towards the front. Take your right leg, cross it over, sole the foot to the mat. Hugging that knee in towards your chest. So almost bringing it towards the opposite shoulder, and then we'll take a twist to the right, keeping your chest lifted, lengthening the spine. Exhale and rotate from the low belly. And then when you're ready, slowly coming out of it, coming into that half lotus pose on the second side. So right foot to the opposite hip crease. If that's not available to you, just bring it to the inner thigh and don't worry about it. This might be enough opening. Otherwise, you can hinge forward and reach in the direction of that straight leg. You might notice a difference between sides as well, perfectly normal. And then when you're ready, slowly coming out of it, uncrossing the legs. This time, go ahead and put the soles of your feet on the mat. Float your palms up. We're going to take our time and come all the way down to our backs. We're going to do one more core series here. So we typically do our regular boat pose. We're going to try low boat or low boat modification, as well as some back body strengthening today. So for low boat, you can straighten your legs all the way out on the mat. You're going to have your arms down at your sides. So keeping in mind, if you have trouble with your low back, this is probably not going to be a super forgiving exercise for you. So if that's the case, then what I would ask you to do is either put the soles of your feet on your mat and just work on lifting the upper body up, or you could also bring the knees or the legs into bent knee position here as you lift your upper body up. Okay, so for traditional low boat, your legs are going to be straight. You're going to hover your legs and your upper body as well as your head and chest. So on an exhale, we're going to float everything up. So kind of creating that nice round shape with your body. Palms are up towards the ceiling, legs are extended out. 2 more breaths in and out. Pause and breathe, fingertips reach for the toes. As you exhale, lower everything down, roll over onto your stomach. We're gonna do a locust pose modification. So arms can be up overhead or down at your sides. Same thing, we're gonna float everything up, this time working the back body. So inhale, float your legs and your arms up. Arms again back at your sides, or reaching up overhead will be a little bit more challenging. Pause and breathe, head and neck in line with your spine, fingertips reach for your toes. Exhale, release everything, roll back to your back. One more time, low boat or low boat modification. Take a breath in, exhale, float up, fingertips reach for the toes, lift your chest, breathe. Doing your best not to hold your breath. Relax your face. Good, one more inhale. As you exhale, roll over onto your stomach. Last time. Arms overhead or tucked back at your sides. 3, 2, 1, float up. Pause and breathe. Head and neck in line with your spine. Notice the activation in the back body. Relax your face and jaw. 2 more breaths in and out. And as you exhale, release everything. Roll back to your back. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice, gentle knee hug and start to massage out the low back. Kind of rocking gently from side to side here. And we'll slowly let the legs drop to the right. Turn and gaze to the left, reclining spinal twist. Couple of nice deep breaths here into that left side body. Once again, just taking time to notice how you feel. Do your best not to let the mind wander here. Coming back to center with the knees. And then as you exhale, slowly letting them drop to the opposite side. Shoulder blades stay connected to the mat. Couple of nice deep breaths into that right side body. Relaxing, letting go of any tension in your face or jaw. When you're ready, slowly bringing the knees back into center. Take a full body stretch. So lots of abdominal work today. Really lengthening out the feet, reaching the arms up over the head. Full body stretch. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. When you're ready, settle in for your final Shavasana, tucking the shoulder blades underneath you, allowing your feet and ankles to fall out comfortably towards the long edges of your mat. Take a long, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release the breath fully from the mouth. Surrender to your mat. Take a moment of gratitude for completing this practice today, for dedicating this time for self-care, for moving your body. Reconnect with that intention that you set for your practice today, and maybe take an intention, whether it's that one or another one, off of your mat as you leave today to go about the rest of your day. Scan your body from the top of your head down to your feet. Let go fully of any remaining tension. Allow yourself to be here, present, peace and stillness.